The next phrase is check on something. Check up on something means to examine or monitor something to make sure it is okay or functioning properly. I need to check up on my application status. This means I need to verify the current status of my application. She checked up on her sick friend to see if she was feeling better. This means she visited her sick friend to see how she was doing. Can you check up on the children while I'm in the kitchen? This means can you make sure the children are okay while I'm busy? The next phrase is check something out or check out something. Check something out or check out something means to examine or investigate something, often because you are interested in it. You should check out the new movie this weekend. This means you should watch the new movie this weekend. He checked out the new restaurant to see if it was any good. This means he visited the new restaurant to try the food and see if it was good. I'll check it out and let you know if it's worth your time. This means I will look into it and tell you if it's interesting or useful. The next phrase is class somebody as something. Class somebody as something means to categorize or consider someone in a particular way. They class him as a talented musician. This means they consider him to be a talented musician. Some people class her as a leading expert in the field. This means some people regard her as an expert in the field. The teachers class him as one of their best students. This means the teachers view him as one of their best students. The next phrase is class something as something. Class something as something means to categorize or label something in a particular way. They class the book as historical fiction. This means they categorize the book as a type of historical fiction. The authorities class the event as a major success. This means the authorities consider the event to be very successful. We class this experience as one of the best in our lives. This means we label this experience as one of the best moments. The next phrase is clean something or somebody up. Clean something or somebody up means to remove dirt, mess, or undesirable things from something or someone. She cleaned up the kitchen after dinner. This means she tidied the kitchen and removed any mess after eating. I need to clean myself up before the meeting. This means I need to freshen up or tidy myself before the meeting. The kids helped clean up the playground after the event. This means the kids helped tidy and remove any mess from the playground. The next phrase is clear something away or clear away something. Clear something away or clear away something means to remove something from a place, especially to make it clean or tidy. Please clear away the dishes after the meal. This means remove the dishes from the table after eating. They cleared away the chairs to make space for dancing. This means they moved the chairs to create more room for dancing. The workers are clearing away the debris after the storm. This means the workers are removing the leftover material or mess after the storm. The next phrase is close off something or close something off. Close off something or close something off means to block or restrict access to a particular area or path. They closed off the street for the parade. This means they blocked the street to keep it free for the parade. The workers closed off the road for maintenance. This means they blocked the road so no vehicles could use it during the maintenance work. We had to close off the room due to the renovations. This means we restricted the room because of the ongoing renovations. The next phrase is come across. Come across means to appear or be understood in a particular way. She came across as very confident during the interview. This means she appeared to be confident during the interview. The message didn't come across clearly in the email. This means the message wasn't understood clearly in the email. He came across as sincere and friendly. This means he appeared to be genuine and kind. The next phrase is come easily. Come easily means to be achieved or obtained with little effort or difficulty. She finds learning languages to come easily. This means she learns languages without much effort. The answers to the test came easily to him. This means he found the answers to the test to be simple. For some people, drawing comes easily. This means drawing is something they can do effortlessly. The next phrase is come easy. Come easy means to be obtained or done without much effort. For him, playing the guitar comes easy. This means playing the guitar is something he can do without struggle. Learning new things comes easy to her. This means she finds it easy to learn new things. It doesn't come easy for everyone to speak in front of a crowd. This means speaking in front of a crowd is difficult for some people. The next phrase is come naturally. Come naturally means to be done or learned without much effort, usually because of talent or experience. He's good at drawing, it just comes naturally to him. This means he is naturally talented at drawing. Singing comes naturally to her, and she does it effortlessly. This means she has a natural talent for singing. Being kind comes naturally to people who grew up in a supportive environment. This means people from supportive environments tend to be naturally kind. The next phrase is come first. Come first means to be the most important or to take priority. In this company, safety comes first. This means safety is the most important thing in this company. She always puts her family first before anything else. This means her family is the most important priority to her. His health should come first in any situation. This means taking care of his health is the top priority. The next phrase is come off. Come off means to appear in a particular way, or to happen or be successful. The presentation didn't come off as planned. This means the presentation wasn't successful or went differently than planned. The event came off without any problems. This means the event was successful and went smoothly. He tried to come off as a professional, but people saw through it. This means he tried to appear professional, but people didn't believe him. The next phrase is come on. Come on means to begin or start, often used when encouraging someone. Come on, you can do it. This means you are encouraging someone to keep going and succeed. The lights came on when I pressed the button. This means the lights started working when I pressed the button. Come on, let's go. We're going to be late. This means you are urging someone to hurry up. The next phrase is come over. Come over means to visit someone's place or arrive at a location. She decided to come over for dinner last night. This means she came to my house for dinner last night. Would you like to come over and watch a movie? This means I am inviting you to come to my house to watch a movie. He's coming over to help me with the project this afternoon. This means he is visiting my place to assist with the project. The next phrase is come over somebody. Come over somebody means to suddenly affect or influence someone's feelings or emotions. A wave of sadness came over her when she heard the news. This means she suddenly felt sad when she heard the news. A sense of confusion came over him as he tried to understand the situation. This means he suddenly felt confused while trying to understand. A feeling of joy came over them after the victory. This means they suddenly felt very happy after winning. The next phrase is come to mind. Come to mind means to be thought of or remembered suddenly. His name didn't come to mind when I needed a reference. This means I didn't think of his name when I needed to. The idea of traveling to Paris immediately came to mind. This means the thought of traveling to Paris suddenly occurred to me. When I asked for help, her face instantly came to mind. This means I immediately thought of her when I needed help. The next phrase is come under something. Come under something means to be affected or subjected to something, often a rule, pressure, or criticism. The project came under criticism for its lack of planning. This means the project was criticized because it wasn't well planned. The company has come under financial pressure due to low sales. This means the company is experiencing financial difficulties because of poor sales. He came under a lot of stress during the final exams. This means he experienced a lot of stress during the exams. The next phrase is come up against something. Come up against something means to encounter or face a problem or challenge. They came up against many obstacles during the project. This means they faced many challenges while working on the project. She came up against fierce competition in the race. This means she faced strong competitors in the race. The team came up against some technical difficulties during the game. This means the team faced some technical issues during the game. The next phrase is compare notes. Compare notes means to exchange ideas or information, usually with others. After the meeting, we compared notes to see if we understood everything. This means we discussed and shared our thoughts to ensure we understood correctly. Let's compare notes after the interview to see how we did. This means let's discuss and share our experiences of the interview afterward. They compared notes on their travels and shared interesting stories. This means they talked about their travel experiences and exchanged stories. The next phrase is Contrary to something. Contrary to something means in opposition or contrast to something. Contrary to what he said, I believe the plan is a good idea. This means I disagree with what he said and think the plan is good. Contrary to popular belief, not all people enjoy fast food. This means not everyone likes fast food, even though many people think they do. His actions were contrary to the company's values. This means his actions went against the values of the company. The next phrase is conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom means the generally accepted or traditional belief or opinion about something. According to conventional wisdom, you should save money for emergencies. This means the traditional belief is that saving money for emergencies is important. Conventional wisdom suggests that a good education leads to success. This means people generally believe that education is a key to success. Contrary to conventional wisdom, she started her business without a college degree. This means she went against the traditional belief of needing a degree to succeed. The next phrase is course of action. Course of action means a plan or method for dealing with a situation. The manager decided the best course of action was to hire more staff. This means the manager thought that hiring more staff was the best plan. After careful consideration, we chose the safest course of action. This means after thinking about it, we decided to follow the safest approach. He suggested a different course of action to solve the problem. This means he recommended an alternative plan to solve the issue. The next phrase is cover something up or cover up something. Cover something up means to hide or conceal something, usually to prevent it from being discovered. They tried to cover up their mistakes during the meeting. This means they tried to hide their mistakes during the meeting. The company covered up the environmental damage caused by their factory. This means the company concealed the pollution caused by their factory. He attempted to cover up the incident, but people found out. This means he tried to hide the incident, but it became known. The next phrase is crack a joke. Crack a joke means to tell a funny story or make a humorous remark. He cracked a joke that made everyone laugh. This means he said something funny and everyone laughed. At the party, she cracked a joke about her childhood. This means she told a funny story about her childhood. He often cracks jokes to lighten the mood at work. This means he tells jokes to make people feel more relaxed at work. The next phrase is crystal clear. Crystal clear means something that is very clear or easy to understand. Her explanation was crystal clear and everyone understood. This means her explanation was very easy to understand. The instructions were crystal clear, so there were no mistakes. This means the instructions were so clear that no one made mistakes. After the discussion, his message became crystal clear. This means after the discussion, his message was completely understood. The next phrase is cut out something or cut something out. Cut out something means to stop doing something or eliminate something. You should cut out unhealthy food if you want to improve your health. This means you should stop eating unhealthy food to be healthier. I decided to cut out all distractions while studying. This means I decided to eliminate all distractions during my study time. She cut out the noise by using noise-canceling headphones. This means she removed the unwanted noise by using headphones. The next phrase is dare somebody to do something. Dare somebody to do something means to challenge someone to do something, often in a bold or risky way. He dared me to jump into the lake from the cliff. This means he challenged me to jump into the lake from a high place. I dare you to try the hottest chili in the restaurant. This means I challenge you to eat the spiciest chili at the restaurant. She dared him to speak in front of the crowd. This means she challenged him to give a speech to the audience. The next phrase is deadly dull. Deadly dull means extremely boring or uninteresting. The lecture was deadly dull, and I struggled to stay awake. This means the lecture was so boring that it was hard to stay awake. The movie was deadly dull with no exciting scenes. This means the movie was very boring and lacked excitement. The meeting felt deadly dull because of all the technical details. This means the meeting was extremely boring due to too many details. The next phrase is deadly serious. Deadly serious means extremely serious, with no joking or lightheartedness. She was deadly serious about the project and expected everyone to focus. This means she was very serious about the project and wanted everyone to be focused. He looked deadly serious when he explained the situation. This means he appeared very serious when talking about the situation. They were deadly serious when discussing the consequences. This means they were very serious when talking about the possible results. The next phrase is dedicate to something. Dedicate something to something means to give your time, effort, or resources to a particular cause or purpose. She dedicated her life to helping others. This means she spent her life working to assist others. He dedicated the book to his parents for their support. This means he gave credit to his parents by mentioning them in the book. They dedicated a portion of their profits to charity. This means they gave part of their earnings to help charity. The next phrase is definitely not. Definitely not means certainly not or absolutely not. I'm definitely not going to the party tonight. This means I am absolutely not going to the party tonight. That is definitely not the right answer to the question. This means the answer is absolutely wrong. It's definitely not a good idea to drive in this weather. This means it is absolutely not safe to drive in such weather. The next phrase is dependent on upon something. Dependent on upon something means relying on something for support, help, or existence. She is dependent on her parents for financial support. This means she relies on her parents for money. The success of the project is dependent on the team's effort. This means the project will succeed or fail based on the team's effort. The plant is dependent upon sunlight to grow. This means the plant needs sunlight to grow. The next phrase is derive something from something. Derive something from something means to obtain or receive something from a particular source. She derived a lot of knowledge from her travels. This means she gained a lot of knowledge through her travels. The word philosophy is derived from Greek. This means the word philosophy comes from the Greek language. He derives pleasure from playing the piano. This means he gets joy from playing the piano. The next phrase is devote yourself to something. Devote yourself to something means to give a lot of time, effort, or energy to something. He devoted himself to studying medicine. This means he spent a lot of time and effort studying medicine. She devoted herself to her family and always put them first. This means she focused all her attention on her family. They devoted themselves to improving the community. This means they dedicated their time and effort to making the community better. The next phrase is direct something against somebody, something. Direct something against somebody, something means to aim or focus something, such as criticism or action, towards a person or thing. The manager directed his comments against the new policy. This means the manager criticized the new policy. They directed their anger against the company for the mistake. This means they expressed their anger towards the company for making the mistake. The soldiers directed their efforts against the enemy forces. This means the soldiers focused their actions on the enemy forces. The next phrase is direct something towards somebody, something. Direct something towards somebody, something means to aim or focus something at a person or thing. She directed her questions towards the speaker. This means she asked her questions to the speaker. The teacher directed her attention towards the student's needs. This means the teacher focused on the student's needs. They directed their resources towards building a new hospital. This means they focused their efforts and resources on constructing a new hospital. The next phrase is dispose of something. Dispose of something means to get rid of something, usually in a proper or responsible way. He disposed of the old furniture when he moved to a new house. This means he got rid of the old furniture when he changed homes. The company disposes of hazardous waste according to safety regulations. This means the company removes dangerous waste in a safe way. She disposed of the broken items in the trash. This means she threw away the broken items. The next phrase is divert somebody's attention. Divert somebody's attention means to cause someone to focus on something else, usually to distract them. The magician diverted the audience's attention with a flashy trick. This means the magician distracted the audience with a trick. He tried to divert her attention away from the problem. This means he tried to distract her from thinking about the problem. The teacher diverted the students' attention by telling a funny story. This means the teacher distracted the students by telling a story. The next phrase is divert somebody's thoughts. Divert somebody's thoughts means to cause someone to stop thinking about something and focus on something else. The news about the holiday diverted my thoughts from work. This means the news about the holiday made me stop thinking about work. A good book can help divert your thoughts from worries. This means reading a good book can help you stop thinking about your concerns. The joke diverted his thoughts from the difficult situation. This means the joke helped him stop thinking about the difficult situation. The next phrase is do away with something. Do away with something means to eliminate, remove, or stop using something. The company decided to do away with outdated technology. This means the company decided to stop using old technology. We should do away with unnecessary paperwork. This means we should eliminate unnecessary paperwork. They did away with the old rules after the reform. This means they removed the old rules following the reform. The next phrase is do everything in your power to do something. Do everything in your power to do something means to make every possible effort to achieve something. She did everything in her power to help her friend succeed. This means she tried her best to help her friend succeed. He promised to do everything in his power to improve the situation. This means he promised to make every effort to improve things. The team did everything in their power to win the match. This means the team made every possible effort to win the game. The next phrase is do your utmost. Do your utmost means to make the greatest possible effort to achieve something. He did his utmost to complete the project on time. This means he made every possible effort to finish the project on time. The team did their utmost to win the competition. This means the team tried their hardest to win the competition. She did her utmost to help her colleagues during the crisis. This means she made every effort to assist her colleagues during the crisis. The next phrase is down to earth. Down to earth means practical, realistic, or not affected by grand ideas or pretensions. Despite his success, he's very down to earth. This means he is humble and practical, even though he's successful. She has a down-to-earth approach to problem solving. This means she uses practical methods to solve problems. He prefers down-to-earth conversations over small talk. This means he likes conversations that are practical and meaningful. The next phrase is draw on something. Draw on something means to use something, such as experience or resources, to help achieve something. The author drew on his personal experiences to write the novel. This means the author used his personal experiences as inspiration for the novel. She drew on her knowledge of history to solve the problem. This means she used her historical knowledge to find a solution. The team drew on their collective skills to complete the project. This means the team used their combined skills to finish the project. The next phrase is draw something up or draw up something. Draw something up means to prepare or create something, usually a document or plan. The lawyer drew up the contract for the new deal. This means the lawyer prepared the contract for the new deal. They need to draw up a plan for the upcoming event. This means they need to create a plan for the event. She drew up the list of items needed for the project. This means she made a list of the items needed for the project. The next phrase is drive somebody to something. Drive somebody to something means to encourage or motivate someone to reach a goal or destination. His passion for music drove him to pursue a career in composing. This means his love for music motivated him to become a composer. The challenges they faced drove them to improve their skills. This means the challenges encouraged them to work harder and improve. Her ambition drove her to start her own business. This means her strong desire to succeed motivated her to start her business. The next phrase is drive somebody to do something. Drive somebody to do something means to force or strongly motivate someone to take action. The need for money drove him to take the job offer. This means the need for money strongly motivated him to accept the job. Her determination drove her to become a champion. This means her strong will motivated her to become a champion. The difficult situation drove him to change his lifestyle. This means the tough situation strongly motivated him to make changes in his life. The next phrase is during the course of something. During the course of something means throughout or throughout the duration of an event or process. During the course of the meeting, several important decisions were made. This means important decisions were made throughout the meeting. He learned a lot during the course of his studies abroad. This means he gained a lot of knowledge throughout his time studying abroad. The project was completed successfully during the course of 6 months. This means the project was finished successfully over the 6-month period. The next phrase is in the course of something. In the course of something means during the time something is happening or while something is progressing. In the course of the interview, the candidate answered many difficult questions. This means the candidate answered many difficult questions during the interview. They encountered several challenges in the course of the project. This means they faced challenges while working on the project. In the course of their travels, they visited many countries. This means they visited many countries during their travels. The next phrase is over the course of something. Over the course of something means during a particular period or throughout the time something happens. Over the course of the year, the company saw significant growth. This means the company experienced significant growth throughout the year. Over the course of the meeting, the team discussed several key issues. This means the team discussed key issues during the meeting. She improved her skills over the course of many years. This means she improved her skills during the years of practice. The next phrase is dwell on something. Dwell on something means to focus on something for a long time, especially something negative or troubling. He tends to dwell on his past mistakes. This means he often thinks about his past mistakes for a long time. Don't dwell on the problems, focus on finding solutions. This means don't keep thinking about the problems, focus on the solutions. She was dwelling on the argument they had yesterday. This means she was thinking about the argument for too long. The next phrase is dwell upon something. Dwell upon something means to give too much attention to something, especially something negative. I don't want to dwell upon the mistakes I made. This means I don't want to focus too much on the mistakes I made. He kept dwelling upon the failure instead of moving forward. This means he kept focusing on the failure instead of looking ahead. She dwelled upon the criticism for far too long. This means she focused too much on the criticism. The next phrase is easier said than done. Easier said than done means something is easier to talk about than to actually do. Losing weight is easier said than done. This means it is easier to talk about losing weight than to actually do it. Starting a business may sound easy, but it's easier said than done. This means starting a business sounds simple, but it is actually difficult. Quitting smoking is easier said than done for many people. This means quitting smoking is harder than it seems. The next phrase is endeavor to do something. Endeavor to do something means to try hard to achieve something. She endeavored to finish the report before the deadline. This means she tried hard to complete the report before the deadline. He endeavored to make the event a success. This means he worked hard to ensure the event was successful. They will endeavor to solve the problem as soon as possible. This means they will try hard to find a solution to the problem. The next phrase is establish somebody as something. Establish somebody as something means to make someone recognized or accepted as a particular type of person or professional. The experience in the industry helped establish him as an expert. This means the experience made him recognized as an expert. Her achievements established her as a leader in the field. This means her achievements made her recognized as a leader. The new role will help establish her as a key player in the company. This means the new role will make her recognized as an important person in the company. The next phrase is establish something as something. Establish something as something means to make something recognized or accepted as a particular type or category. The new technology established the company as a leader in innovation. This means the new technology made the company recognized as a leader in innovation. The law established freedom of speech as a fundamental right. This means the law made freedom of speech recognized as a basic right. Her success established her reputation as a talented artist. This means her success made her known as a talented artist. The next phrase is even so. Even so means despite what has just been said or despite the situation. He was tired, but even so he finished the project. This means although he was tired, he still completed the project. The weather was bad, but even so, we went on the trip. This means despite the bad weather, we went on the trip. She made several mistakes, but even so, she passed the test. This means even though she made mistakes, she still passed the test. The next phrase is every now and then. Every now and then means occasionally or sometimes, but not regularly. I like to go for a walk every now and then. This means I like to walk occasionally. We have a special dinner every now and then. This means we have a special dinner sometimes, but not often. Every now and then, he calls to check in on me. This means he calls sometimes, but not all the time. The next phrase is exceed somebody's expectations. Exceed somebody's expectations means to go beyond what someone hoped or thought would happen. The movie exceeded my expectations. This means the movie was better than I expected. Her performance exceeded everyone's expectations. This means her performance was much better than what people expected. The results of the project exceeded the manager's expectations. This means the project results were better than the manager anticipated. The next phrase is exceed the speed limit. Exceed the speed limit means to drive faster than the maximum allowed speed on a road. He was fined for exceeding the speed limit. This means he got a penalty for driving faster than the speed limit. The car exceeded the speed limit by 20 miles per hour. This means the car was going 20 miles per hour faster than the allowed speed. She was pulled over for exceeding the speed limit in a school zone. This means she was stopped by the police for speeding in a school area. The next phrase is face the music. Face the music means to accept the consequences or deal with a difficult situation. After skipping school, he had to face the music with his parents. This means he had to accept the consequences of skipping school. She made a mistake at work, and now she has to face the music. This means she has to deal with the consequences of her mistake. If you break the rules, you will eventually have to face the music. This means if you break the rules, you will have to deal with the consequences later. The next phrase is fall flat. Fall flat means to fail or be unsuccessful, especially when trying to make an impression. His joke fell flat at the party. This means his joke was unsuccessful and didn't make people laugh. The new product launch fell flat and didn't attract customers. This means the product launch was unsuccessful and didn't generate interest. The speech fell flat because the audience was not engaged. This means the speech failed to impress or interest the audience. The next phrase is far from it. Far from it means the opposite of what was just said or expected. He said he was tired, but far from it, he was full of energy. This means he was not tired at all and actually had a lot of energy. She thought the task would be difficult, but far from it, it was easy. This means the task was not difficult at all. I was worried I would fail, but far from it, I succeeded. This means I did not fail at all. I actually succeeded. The next phrase is far from something. Far from something means to be distant or not close to something. The city is far from the beach. This means the city is located a long distance away from the beach. Her opinion is far from what I expected. This means her opinion is very different from what I expected. The solution is far from perfect, but it works. This means the solution is not perfect at all, but it is still effective. The next phrase is feel compelled to do something. Feel compelled to do something means to feel a strong urge or necessity to do something. I felt compelled to apologize for my mistake. This means I felt a strong need to apologize for what I did. She felt compelled to speak out against the unfair treatment. This means she felt strongly urged to express her opinion about the unfairness. They felt compelled to help the community after the disaster. This means they felt a strong need to offer help after the disaster. The next phrase is finish off something or finish something off. Finish off something means to complete or finish something completely, often with the sense of completing the last part. He finished off the last slice of pizza. This means he ate the final slice of pizza. She finished off her homework before going out. This means she completed all her homework before leaving. We need to finish off the project by tomorrow. This means we need to complete the project fully by tomorrow. The next phrase is first and foremost. First and foremost means primarily or most importantly. First and foremost, we need to ensure everyone's safety. This means the most important thing is to make sure everyone is safe. First and foremost, he is a teacher, not a manager. This means the most important role he has is as a teacher, not as a manager. First and foremost, the team must focus on the quality of the product. This means the top priority is to focus on ensuring the product is high quality,